Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. And this podcast is titled It's Not the Time. So, recently I had a dream that I was walking down the street. No, actually, I was driving down the street, sorry. And the light turned green. And when it did, the car in front of me, two girls jumped out of the car and they started walking towards traffic. Now, I just stayed in my lane, whether I was stubborn or whatever, but I figured I wasn't going to hit them, so I just kept going straight. And lo and behold, one of the girls dropped something and it went underneath my car. I had to stop the car and I ended up waking up from the dream. And so my interpretation from that was this: had I tried to avoid the situation, I wouldn't have had to stop. And the thing is, you don't know people's intentions when they're coming up to you or they're coming into your life. And sometimes we feel as though, it don't matter, I can handle it or whatever. But God is saying that this is not the time to be handling situations, fighting or arguing with people, because we're actually basically in our elevation season. This isn't the time to be fighting people or, you know, getting into conflict or all these other things. We have to be focused on our lane or what God has for us to do. We have to be prepared for our next instruction. And we can't do that if we're caught up with certain situations that has nothing to do with us. Another part of it as well is I actually got this from Daryl Walls, but in the point of us avoiding situations and people, because like we all know that usually when you're in your elevation season, your past will come up to haunt you, or somebody will come up, and you know how that goes. But the thing is, in order for you to get peace as well, you might have to be the villain in the story. You might have to be the bad guy in order for you to get peace and actually avoid certain situations. People may want to argue with you that that you actually wronged them and they didn't wrong you. This is not the time to be having that fight or defending yourself against that situation. Whatever happened, happened. And eventually, hopefully, God allowed them to see it. But now is not the time for you to be having that argument with someone, whether who was right or wrong. It is time for you to stay focused and get your instructions from God, because you're going to need that for your next season. Those people that you're arguing with, for the most part, they're not going to be on your next level with you. And all they're doing is trying to distract you from where you're going. So my encouragement to you would be, if you can, in certain situations, walk away from it. Don't have to deal with it, go around it. This is not the time to defend yourself in certain situations. Allow them to think whatever they think, whatever. Let God, and tell them that they're wrong or whatever. But this is not for you to stop everything that you're doing and defend yourself in this moment. If they want to be the victim, let them be the victim and let God give you the victory. So I hope this was encouraging to you. Um, Thank you so much for your support and everything. And I love you guys. Until next time, bye.